What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another rant type video. Now today I'm doing it on a new setup, on a new webcam. I'm not using my phone because it's still a little broken. I'm using my actual streaming webcam. I don't know if this is gonna look as good, but let's just get into the video. No, you have not just stumbled upon a video about The Sopranos or the Game of Thrones. Those are two shows I have not seen one episode of. I did actually watch the ending of The Sopranos because it was in an episode of BoJack and I just wanted to see it. But if I had watched that whole show just to be blue-balled like that, I probably wouldn't have watched any more TV to see the show that I'm about to talk to you about now. So not only was my favorite show Lucifer canceled on a butt penetration moment just to have two ending episodes that further fucked you. I know the show's back now, but who asked for those two episodes? He showed his wings to Chloe, and then he played those two episodes on TV for an hour that like we're gonna get to see what happened. But we see his sister in a different world. I was so mad. I was so mad. And then years later, it happened again. And it's actually kind of ironic what show it happened with. A show that literally had me considering the fact that a higher power could be connecting us all like a god, you know? Called God Friended Me. Yeah, you got that right. The ex-drug dealer loved a show called God Friended Me about a guy named Miles who was sent friend requests from some account that was claiming to be God on Facebook that sent him around in incredible ways, just helping people. You know, I love the show for a lot of reasons. I don't know if even a lot of people have seen the show, but it was just amazing to see how everything worked out, even knowing it was a TV show. Like, everything was just perfect. And you wanted to keep watching this show. Like, there was 20 episodes a season, 2 seasons, long-ass episodes. You wanted to keep watching this show to find out who was behind this God account. And I kept following and kept guessing, and you kept putting you on these different paths and following who it may be, right? Because who could be behind the God account that would put you on such a path to help these people? Maybe it's God. And you know, before the ending of this show, I would tell people, oh, if you want to go watch a good show, go watch the trailer of God Friended Me. And if you chills like it did me, I'll give you my sign-in to watch it. Now I tell people I don't like to just watch the show. Just because I know they're going to get pissed off at the end. But listen now, this show was canceled, okay? Season 2, it was canceled just to have 2 episodes to end the whole show. And these 2 ending episodes were played like a special on TV, just like Lucifer was. At the very end, after you think you're going to figure out in these episodes who's behind the God account, you know, just like Lucifer, they're going to finally talk and know he's the devil. You finally figure out that you're going to get to the end of the series here and everything's going to come together. But it actually made me question if the writers just smoked crack for fun while writing the last 2. Like, the one said to the other, hey Johnny, we've had a great show up until this point. And Johnny's like, wouldn't it be cool if we wrote these last 2 on crack? And they did. Not one thing makes sense. At the end, the account gets deleted, but his programmer friend says he has a piece of the code and used it to make his own app early. Which just shows at that point, anyone could have fixed or used or made the God account just from having this piece of code. This guy literally sat on it, made an app that would perfectly find soulmates, and every time somebody met with their soulmate on the app, they fell in love and it was their soulmate. And honestly, he could have said that at one point. I could make the God account if he was following this perfect algorithm, and at the end of the show they were finding how the people were being picked so he could set up the whole account himself. And if the show ended that way, and it just showed that, yes, it was supposed to come around in a big circle and it was just you guys doing it the whole time. Maybe like this whole, if you didn't do the God account wouldn't have existed. Like, you had to start it at this point to have created it in the future, like one of those cool future things. That would have been a cool ending for the show. Like, I could have got behind that and been like, whoa. Just as the show was ending, and they had created their own God account and been helping their own people, Miles gets a message from the original God account, the very last message. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? Because I'm going to show you it.
And a year to the day I got Allie as a friend suggestion, I got a message from the God account. To come to this mountain, to finally get my answer.
1 year after they've made their own account and they've been helping people on their own, he gets a message from the OG God account telling him to go to some mountain. And honestly, I'm thinking to myself at this point, right when he gets this message, why would this be happening right at the end of the show when everything has already kind of come to a decent ending? Why is he going to this mountain right now? The show was being canceled. To further push it on, like pretend for a 3rd season, is cruel at this point. So I don't know what they're doing, okay? But I'll show you.
And that's how I ended up here.
Who the fuck is that Asian boy? Where did he come from? Does that make sense to anybody? She is waiting for you? She somehow has good Wi-Fi on this mountain? And since when do monks live in cold, icy mountains and send little 4-year-old children out to meet 30-year-old black man on the top of a mountain to talk about a Facebook account? Do you guys see why I think crack was involved in the last episode here? I'm blown away. I don't get it. In the show, the fact that the show was canceled and they had these last 2 episodes like pushed along, like just to finish it, and they did that. I don't know. She doesn't have Wi-Fi on that mountain. Okay? I get it. I get The Sopranos ended in a way that makes you think. It makes you think about, you can put your own ending in. You have to think, oh, maybe the family got killed. Maybe they did. Maybe it all ends happily like that's what it's supposed to. Game of Thrones, I don't know how it ended at all. Maybe a dragon blew up or something. Who cares? At least your show didn't put you on this wild path of finally making you think that everything's cool and like this whole circle's come together. And then you're just thrown on a mountain to meet this little Asian boy that says she's been waiting for you, and that's it. And honestly, I wasn't going to really make this video. I was just sitting on the idea, thinking about it, but I posted it to my community, and a lot of people liked it and said, make the video. I don't know if a lot of people have even seen this show. If you want to see me talk about other shows and things and rant about, literally, yeah, I'd be down to rant about anything. Leave me an idea, certain types of people. Another thing that you've seen on the internet. Dumb people on the internet. What do you guys want to see a rant of? These are the fun videos that I like to go off on and make fun with. So let me know. Don't watch that show. I just saved you all the time. And if I watch the last season of Lucifer season 5 when it comes out, and it doesn't, wrap everything together, I no longer want to butt Tom out.
Yeah, my face get out mine. Shipping on fire, get outside. I'm too high, but I'm fine. They never pay me no mind. I got the bands and I'm fine. Catching up late, get on time. Couple of flights, I hate flying. I want it all, the whole 9.